Hello, my beautiful collective. This is a message, a direct channeling from your Ascended Masters. We are doing a pick a pile. This message is for 3 groups, 3 collectives, and you will choose your pile according to your significator. These messages are going to be very, very specific for where you are right now on your journey, your mission, your purpose, what you are being initiated through, and it brings you the clarity, because often when we feel stuck and stagnant, it is because we are being called to something, but we may doubt ourselves. And all of your manifestations, your prayers, your questions, that next phase, that next stage that you are being guided, called to, being summoned forth towards, is associated with your purpose, your mission, your calling. So that is what this message is, this reading is going to be about. You are ancient beings. You know you have a purpose. You know that you have your non-physical team. You are deeply intuitive. And you are being guided, and your guides, your Ascended Masters, communicate with you through these messages today. So if you felt called to this message, well, trust your guidance system. I'm High Priestess Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. If you're new to my channel, well, I hope you enjoy the energy, and if you feel that you resonate with the energy and the messages, that you would decide to become a part of the community, click the subscribe button and the notification bell for when I upload and go live. I often do channeled healing activations for the collective on my channel, and you will receive notifications of that. These messages are to serve you. You are soul, an ancient soul, having a human experience. You are here with purpose. You matter, and you deserve all the support and guidance that you are able to let in, because that's what it's about at the end of the day. Everything is available to us, but what are we open to? What are we receptive? What is our level of receptivity? And so these messages will be an activation as much as it is a message. Okay. Returning subscribers, it's always good to have you here. Thank you so much for your love and support on my channel. Get comfortable. Let's connect to spirit. 3 piles. Pile 1, I'm connecting to the collective that is being initiated into the blue flame. You feel that more light is being activated in your body. You are being called to more light. You will feel this in your energy. You will feel this in your entire body, your processor. There is a lot more energy moving through your body, and so you might have symptoms of that as well. But there's definitely a desire to be more present within your body, to be more connected to the universe. You are receiving vivid dreams, and you have a lot of people being drawn to you right now, seeking your light, your guidance, your wisdom. But in your own personal capacity, you feel as though you are having to move through and release some of your own perceived darkness. There is no such thing as darkness, but we have a perception of darkness that we have collectively. The idea of darkness that we have collectively formed on this planet. And much of what is old is being released right now. So you could be experiencing a lot of purging right now too. A desire and a need to choose between the old and the new, to give space to more love, more light in every area of your life. And you are being supported by your counsel. I do feel that this pile, you are the collective of teachers. You could work in governmental environments, systems. organizations. You could be deconstructing some of your old ideas, philosophies, and beliefs around what shapes the world and what the world should look like. You've got the number 2. So for pile 1, you could also have gone through a twin flame awakening recently. You could have had a initiation in the area of your love life and your relationships, coming into perhaps experiencing coming into union, real divine union within yourself after going through some releasing of the ego constructs and an ego death in a relationship. So there could have been a breakup or a perceived fall, a loss that that has taken you into a journey of falling in love with yourself more, with all of humanity. So, throat chakra, teachers, lawyers, speakers, coaches, all right? This could be your pile. Pile 1, that is your significator. And then for pile 2, we have false god. This is for the collective that has gone through a process, or you might find yourself currently going through a process of deconstructing from religious beliefs, from the system. Lots of shadow work coming to the forefront for you. You have recently been initiated through a process of painful truths. Many, many mirrors have come into your life. You are facing many, many mirrors right now, but you too, beloved, you are a mirror. You find yourself receiving a lot of backlash from people who you encounter because you disturb the untruths, the lack of authenticity, the shadows, the untruths, the lies, the fears within people. You mirror them and they mirror you. And so often people who really appreciate the reflection of truth and power and growth from you, also you find them turning against you as they resent having to face their own shadows and the skeletons in their closet. So if you have found that you've had a lot of people that you care about turning their back on you, lashing out at you because of what you shine a light on in their life, this could be your pile. You have come here to master a lot of the systems and the programs on the that exist within your body, within your 3D body, within your vessel, and also within the collective. And you've come here to activate ascension in many, many people. And so the conflict that arises within them as a result of that is often what they project upon you. So false gods is about ego, the facing and exposing the many false gods that exist within us, within our system, that we hold active, that we prop up, and that is collapsing. So pile 2, if this resonates with you, then this could be your message from your ascended masters. Pile 3, you've got the number 6. There is a lot of Akashic record, moving through your Akashic records, a lot of that coming up for you right now, a lot of you remembering things from past lives, a lot of meeting people and soulmates souls who you still have karma with, who you came here as a collective to close karmic cycles with. Your medicine, this message is about your medicine, and you are a creative. And you might be feeling stuck right now in your creativity, feeling uninspired, not knowing what your purpose is or what the next right step is to take. Your medicine, beloved, is in your creativity. You have come to awaken a collective medicine, a collective medicine within the collective. You activate that through the medicine that you are going to offer the world. This is through your creativity. So if that resonates with you, your message is about your creative spark. So those are your significators, beloved. Now, let's begin with pile 1. Pile 1, you have the blue flame. You have the number 2, that is about you coming into union within yourself. There is inner masculine and feminine work. There's individuation taking place within you right now. There is deep reflection about these two opposing sides of you coming into harmony. And you're seeing that a lot in the themes, in the relationships around you and the people you work with. All right. You have crystalline light. Your crystal body is being amplified right now. So you are experiencing a lot of symptoms within your body, ascension symptoms. But as the frequency and the light begins to expand within your body, you're attracting many, many people who need this light. And you might find yourself in a place, you might witness yourself feeling judgment, feeling the persecutor's wound, the wound of persecution in past lives, when these people in their various conditions, in their suffering, in their distortion, in their inner conflict, in their struggles, when they have been called to you in past lives, this is sometimes you helping them and supporting them has led to persecution in your past life. And that is the fear that is being activated within you. Even though you know there is a calling, you might feel anxious about, well, how do I support these people without attracting too much conflict and resistance? How do I do this in a way that serves them but does not put myself in a compromising position? Because there is this memory, this deep soul memory of being persecuted in past lives. So you do have your future self and the ascended masters that work with you in this evolved capacity, tuning into you right now to support you. You've got 8 pillars. You've got 8 pillars, beloved. Because in stepping into your purpose and overcoming this wound, facing this fear, in other words, you will heal this wound, not only for yourself, but for others, your ancestors, your bloodline, so that once again you can carry your torches forth with confidence. Your ancestors have suppressed their gifts, your ancestors have suppressed their calling, so you stepping into it, it seems a heavy load. You're picking up where they were not willing. You're picking up a weight, a burden, in a sense that they were not willing to, but this is also your blessing. So you have these 8 pillars working with you and surrounding you at all times. You are being guided to work with your crystals, okay, to work with nature, but crystals specifically. Crystals hold frequency. And unlike us, we also hold frequency as human beings, but unlike us, that can waver, we can swing from one side of the spectrum to the other in terms of vibration, depending on our conditions, our fears, what's happening around us. Crystals are the frequency of crystals are constant, solid, consistent. Okay? Scratching my throat. Your throat chakra is being activated at this time. So, the blue crystals and the white crystals, those are the ones that you want to, that you will be called towards, that you will feel drawn towards. And because I am in channeling right now, I can't remember the names of these crystals, but there are many, and it doesn't really matter what the name is. The color holds frequency. The color is the guide. The universe our world is created in color, vivid color, because color is medicine, but color is also a language. And the color will guide you. Okay, your throat is being activated right now. So you are moving through your own truths, your own untruths. And this takes a lot of bravery, because some people are not going to want to accept your truth. They have decided that you are who they have decided you are. And if you, which is a projection of an image that they have attached to, and you are confronting this limitation within them, because you are challenging them to learn to love others for who they are, not for who they want them to be. So your throat chakra is definitely being activated, because there's a lot that you believed very firmly for a long time that you are realizing it's not true. Okay? So, what else? This is your message, beloved. You have 8 pillars surrounding you right now. Your ascended masters want you to know that you are not alone. The number 8 is very significant. The number 8 is the number of infinity. It is also the number of clearing karma. It is that which has always been that continues, and time that which we consider or perceive to be time, it continues. There is no ending. We progress always, and you will continue to move forward. They want you to remember your 8 pillars. What are the 8 things, the 8 values that matter to you? That is going to be unique to each and every one of you in this collective, so write them down. Sit with that for a moment, meditate on that. What are the 8 fruits of the Spirit, the 8 values that matter to you? And then make that your focus when it comes to your affirmations, your meditations, and how you make your decisions. Make them based on those values. If there is something you're considering doing that contradicts any one of those, that is your indication that that is not what you want to do. This is going to just make your journey easier and calm your nervous system, so you're not wrestling with yourself so much about what it is you're wanting to do. Power ones, you have an opportunity that is being offered to you, a door that is going to be open for you. You might have felt like your stability and your finances have been stuck or been stagnant. There is a door being opened to you. They're showing me a door, and that door will be very clear to you, because a light will just radiate from it. that is go with that. You will know that that is what they were telling you about. That is what they that's what they're letting you know is coming in. You will know in that moment. Go with that, because from that comes a lot of your resources. You are being provided the stability financially and emotionally to be able to carry your light forward. This is a time for your light. A lot of people can find themselves becoming quite overwhelmed with, well, how do I do this? How do I bring light? How do I lead? How do I uplift? And they try and implement old ideas, what we've been taught in the old world, what leadership is supposed to be, what support is, what kindness is. It's not that, but your soul knows, and it's a lot simpler. And you would have found that where you are right now, a lot of that doesn't work. So now you're asking the question, beloved, well, how is it that I do this so that I uplift without compromising myself? Because I know that's not the way it's meant to be done. Well, how you do it is by just allowing yourself to be light. Not taking on anybody else's burdens, not taking on anybody else's problems, not fixing anyone's problems, but allowing yourself to be light. And allowing yourself to be true and honest and authentic in your relations with these souls that come into your experience. And the same in your personal lives, in your personal relationship. When you find yourself in a dark space with someone, where there's an argument, or you're wrestling with someone's ego and they've brought their conflict to you, don't try and move them to a better place. Just shine light upon it and bring light into the space. So the light that's being activated within your body, you are like a crystal. So crystals don't speak to us, crystals don't fix our problems, crystals don't heal us. Crystals simply, we just bring them into our space, and that's it. So the funds are coming in. The financial stability, the emotional support is coming in for you to be able to live your truth without having to worry about taking care of yourself and the financial resources. Okay. Do not be afraid of your fire. When you feel inspired to do something, there's a tendency to want to evaluate it. Is it the right thing? And then you just introduce a lot of ego and resistance, because now you hand it over. So the inspiration comes from your soul self. Then you hand it over to your mind, to the ego. Now, and the ego is not equipped. The ego is going to do the best it can, but it's not equipped. So immediately that takes you into a space of fear. Okay. So you've suppressed so much of yourself for such a long time. Afraid of your own fire, afraid of your own flame. Afraid to feel your feelings, afraid to be angry. Your ascended masters are saying, give it space. Allow yourself to feel all that you are feeling without trying to judge it or resist it, and let it move through you and set it free. The moment that you set it free and you expose it to the light, the moment the sun catches it, the air catches it, it is transformed. The reason why you have felt so stuck and stagnant is because you're still trying to manage your flame. You're still afraid of it. You still judge it. You're still afraid of it being judged. It is time for you to welcome people in. Not to tolerate, you'll feel when there's alignment. and you'll feel that there's resonance, and that alignment in that, and that inspiration in that co-creative experience that you're having with that person, that excitement, that joy, that goodness, that upliftment that you feel. It might only last a week, but that doesn't mean it was in vain. Some will stay. You are having your tribe coming into your life, your support system coming into your life, okay? And you are in hermit mode right now, but that won't last for much longer. So take your time now, but within the next month or two, your energy is going to shift. People are going to start to come in towards you. You're going to have invitations. You're going to have people wanting to be around you, engaging with you, and then you will be ready. All right? Remember, you are a wayfinder, but you don't find the way for them. You shine the light. They will then see the path. You illuminate the path. That's it. And how they navigate their path, that's entirely up to them. Pile 1. Okay. Do not be afraid to follow your passions. Do not be afraid to follow your bliss. So now let's get your final closing message from your Ascended Masters about the blue flame. Initiation of the blue flame connects us to our true divine nature, and it helps us to share that light of love with the world, and you are that light. Dear one, it is time to take that next step and walk through the initiation of purification of the blue flame. In order for you to move forward, you are going to have to bring your truth into alignment with that which is the divine truth. And it's got nothing to do with what you've been taught is true and what you've been taught is right or wrong. Right or wrong is something we have made up as humanity based on an ego construct. It's based on separation consciousness, okay? So separation means we've got to separate things between right and wrong. But oneness, the spirit of oneness, which is light, which is source, knows that everything is yin and yang. There is no such thing as wrong. There is only what serves and what does not serve. And this, when we begin to ask ourselves the question, what does this serve or does this not? Then we begin to navigate from a very different place, as opposed to who is right and who is wrong. Okay. You have passed many tests, and you have already gained many valuable lessons and insights. The gifts of the blue flame is now upon you, and it is your choice whether to embrace the light or not. Embracing the light of the blue flame is always consciously choosing to walk in truth and integrity, to lead by example, love unconditionally, and to be of service without judgment. When you are spiritually initiated in the light of the blue flame, you join forces with other souls on the same journey. Your power and light is nourished, and your spirit family, to whom you are connected through your shared love of the blue light. Do you choose to walk in truth and integrity in all that you do? Will you lead by example by shining your own magnificent light? If you have already sincerely answered yes to these questions, you are ready. Okay. So, the throat chakra, as I said, is the chakra you want to focus on right now. That is what you're being called to work on. And an exercise that you are being offered is see yourself surrounded in a circle of giant clear quartz crystal pillars. Quartz, it's clear quartz, the white crystals. In the center of the circle stands a tall clear quartz crystal pillar, and within it a blue light. When you are ready to receive this anointment, place your hands on the crystal pillar and slowly feel the power of the blue flame moving through you, filling your whole body. Feel the warmth, love, and rejuvenating energy. Your affirmation, beloved, is, I am ready to walk in truth, love, and integrity, and to shine my amazing light always. Beloved, if you are feeling called to go through a spiritual process that is facilitated for you to activate your authenticity, to clear your throat chakra, and to practically go through a process of moving through what is untrue and what is true for you, so that you can learn how to come into alignment with your light, with your truth, and how you can navigate with that from a powerful place through your healing journey, the people you meet and the work you do. You are welcome to contact me for coaching sessions. Okay, you can do a course of coaching sessions, and I can support you in this and teach you how to do this in a way that just makes it easier for you, so that you don't have to face a lot of the backlash and the harsh lessons that many of us have to before we master this ability. Okay, clearing the throat chakra, activating it, it can be tricky because it is our truth, and we think we have our truth. We when we draw truth, we normally draw it from here, from all the data that we've ever stored about life, but our truth comes from a different place. And how do we bring the truth of the part of us that is source, that is connected to God, and our ego, our processor, and what we perceive to be our ideas and our personality that we've just formed and developed from a place of survival? How do we bring that into alignment? That is the work. All right, beloved. Pile 1, that is your beautiful message. I hope that you enjoyed that and that it serves you well. If you'd like to contact me for coaching sessions, or you'd like to get a private reading, maybe you want to take a closer look at a particular situation, I am a universal channel. I do all kinds of readings. Okay, you are welcome to contact me. But whatever you do, do what is best for you. Love and light. See you next time. Pile 2. Welcome, Pile 2. You have the message about false gods. What is the false god? We as human beings have so many ideas. We've been taught so many things. Normally, well, what is popular is that whatever is the God that my parents told me is the right God, and any God that is different or that is not that is the false one. And if we're going through spiritual or religious psychosis, we can come up with our own ideas. we call forth shadows from the shadow realm, and then we can formulate our own ideas about what those false gods look like that we believe many people are worshipping. You are my beautiful Pile 2s. You help people to awaken, and you have a strong calling towards truth and freedom. And right now there's a lot of, we can see the old systems falling on the planet. You came here for that. You are eager for that. You would identify as a black sheep in your family. You were always different. And you find yourself pointing out things, seeing things that other people don't want to see, and sometimes they find you inconvenient because of that. You see patterns. But you, beloved, have come here with a very, very special mission. You and the collective, those like you, your brothers and sisters, your soul brothers and sisters, have come here collectively to help humanity to ground the part of them that is God, that is source, into this. new world. Because in the past, those things were separate. Human beings always saw God as something separate from themselves. But you see all that is embodied within the individual, within each and every one of us. And so you have come to help people remember who they are. Lots of people are drawn to you because you do carry a very high frequency for healing and activation. But part of that process means you activate the initiation, which means they've got to meet all of the universe, all of the world that they've normally seen outside of themselves, within themselves. You are the mirror. You reflect goodness, but you also reflect people's shadows. This is not an easy calling, because in some ways it is advanced. And many people are not ready for it. Their souls are ready for it, because they wouldn't be summoning you or manifesting you into their experience if they were not. But the part of them that is tuned in and plugged into what they are now needing to let go of, which is the old system, it's kicking and screaming. Your ascended masters are also saying that you have a lot of people who struggle with addiction being drawn to you. And that is because people who find themselves lost in trying to escape who they are have disconnected from the God force within them, have felt unworthy, not good enough, have forsaken themselves. And so you come into their lives to remind them that they are not what they think, that they still have access to that which is God, to goodness, to love, to unconditional love. They have power, personal power, and they can liberate themselves. So, your ascended masters remind you now that you want to take time. The solution to all of the challenges and the weight that you feel you carry on your shoulders, and all of the conflict that you find you attract, and you do feel quite exhausted, the answer is that you create space in your days to do your shadow work, to work through the parts of you that are not really who you are, that you have held onto as a coping mechanism in order to survive, a false sense of security, the fear, the rage, the loneliness, the rage. Justice means a lot to you, but your ascended masters want to remind you right now that you cannot create peace and harmony, which is the environment for justice. In order for justice to prevail, there must be clarity. And from war, conflict, which is conflict, battles, peace cannot come from fighting. So the many wars that are raging within you, you want to put an end to them. And you want to remind those who you work with, who you encounter, that if they want to serve the planet right now, if they want the wars and the conflict and the darkness that is all of us to stop prevailing in the world, they must be willing to surrender their inner conflicts, to surrender to it, right? To bring peace to it, to choose peace within themselves, and whatever it takes to do that. But it has to be your work. It has to start with you. Create space for that, where you are willing to recognize that what people are reflecting to you is a reflection of what is still deeply, deeply buried but rooted within you in one way or another. So again, shadow work. Okay. The old world is burning to the ground, and you feel that flame rages within you too. You are ready, pile 2, to release the old, to release your inner demons, to release those conflicts, those battles that you don't need to carry forward with you into your new earth, into the new world, where you can allow yourself to have peace and harmony, where you can allow yourself to be just and true, to cut out the things that do not serve, and to shine a light on that which does. A lot of things, they might seem like they're falling apart for you right now, but they are actually coming together for you, pile 2. And your ascended masters want you to just let it burn. You are not alone, pile 2. They're showing me that you carry nations within your vessel. You carry nations within you. Your body, your soul, your DNA, every cell in your body. You carry nations within you, in your blood, in your bones. So yes, you will have many of their cries echoing through your body. You might have physical symptoms, beloved, of chronic pain and exhaustion. And you might find that when it's time for your cycle, for those of you who are feminine, it's quite intense, the emotions and the energy that moves through your body. This is a very sacred time for you, because you are healing and you are bringing peace to the souls whose cries still echo through time, cries of injustice and war and conflict and oppression. And as you work towards stillness and peace within yourself, you look at the world right now, pile 2, and you feel rage and you feel anger, and you should feel your feelings. Absolutely, let it out. But those feelings should not be an excuse for more hatred or bitterness. Yes, you can see who is responsible. You have the vision, the wisdom, and we can hold space for accountability. But don't allow hate and resentment and bitterness to poison your heart, because as that happens, it dims the God force within you. And that goes against why you came, and this creates this manifests a lot of suffering for you, and it is unpleasant. Your work is about duality and bringing opposing forces into alignment. Takes a lot of discipline, takes a lot of clarity. Because even though there are many people doing many bad things on this planet, and we can certainly call them out and acknowledge it, we are all one. And we are only as powerful as our weakest link, and they are a representation of our shadows. And that is transformed, alchemized, through bringing our shadows and our light into alignment within us. To move from hatred, resentment, bitterness to love. Where I can see you and I can know you are not someone that is in a place where I would want to sit at a table with you or engage with you. But I don't hate you. Where I can say that which you have chosen to do contradicts my values. I will not support it. It is not what I believe serves. So I hope you go forth and you do better, but there's no space for you here because I'm holding a sacred space for those who deserve safety. Two things can be right at the same time. Separation is not. And I'm not talking about 3D separation. I'm talking about spiritual separation. You do feel like a lot of things are collapsing in your life right now, pile 2. Let it burn. It's part of the old world. We have so much better in store for you. What is to come is fresh, is new, and is beautiful. You have someone coming into your life to support you, to hold space for you. This is a good person. You can trust them. They will support you emotionally, financially, and want to take care of you. You don't know what it's like to be taken care of, so it's going to be strange, but you will adapt. They will bring different perspective, as you will for them. But support is coming. Remember, pile 2, you have come here to master something within yourself, because as you master that within yourself, you contribute to shifting the consciousness of our collective into a better place. Darkness is the absence of light. Ego is the absence of awareness. Many people associate false gods to the worship of statues, idols, and deities, which are outside of their religion and belief system. Okay? They don't, however, recognize the false god hiding within themselves. This god is the voice of the ego. The ego is the self-constructed identity that is made up of who you think you are. And this is why an awakening is remembering who you truly are. It's releasing the idea of who you thought you were. It's the death of the ego and the rebirth of your soul self, who you truly are. Based on the ego is the self-constructed identity that is made up of who you think you are, based on your beliefs from your individual life experiences. It is the part of you that does not want to let go of the lower vibrational thinking patterns. The ego is the conflicting voice that you sometimes hear when wishing to follow your heart. So stay conscious, dear one, of the energy that you feed within you, and be discerning of the false gods within others too. The ego often hides behind strong opinions that appear to be true. Aligning yourself with the goddess energy within is aligning yourself with truth. Unconditional love and compassion. You can tell if another is coming from a place of the ego or by truth, by the fruits of their tree. Good trees bear good fruits that inspire light, peace, and oneness through love. This light does not come from a place of judgment, separation, and condemnation, nor does it use the energy of fear to control. Through the wisdom of your heart, may you always be guided by the light of truth. It's exactly what I've been saying to you what your ascended masters have been saying to you in this channeled message. I find it so fascinating how the message is always tied together. And it's just really nice, because it's just confirmation that you are really loved, and we are all being guided every step of the way, that we are really seen, loved, and known in the universe. The energy centers that you are being called to focus on is your solar plexus, your heart, and your throat. As a coach, when we're working on solar plexus, the focus is all of the practices, the modalities, the processes are centered around your self-worth, the promises you keep and break, and your ability to show up for yourself. Heart chakra, that is about appreciation for yourself and everything in the universe, even that which you don't want any more of, especially that which you don't want any more of, which is not easy. It's challenging. But once you master it, it's easier than you think. And then the throat chakra, which is your authenticity, your truth, which is very seldom what we think it is. It's so common for people to talk about, well, that's my truth, that's my truth. And very often what they're advocating for is the idea of what they think is true, which is based on their ego, an identity that is false. So an exercise that you are being offered, pile 2, is visualize 2 plants within you. One is the ego and the other is your divine self. Send both plants love and compassion, but water only the plant that represents the divine light within you. Watch it grow and become a strong tree, grounded in love. Your affirmation is embracing the garden within me with loving kindness. I feed the divine light within me with love. Beautiful. Pile 2, beautiful message for you. If you'd like to have your shadow work facilitated by a spiritual coach and guide, you are welcome to contact me. I would be honored to work with you to take you through the process. It certainly makes it a lot easier than trying to navigate it on your own. They're called shadows for a reason. We don't see our shadows. Sometimes we need somebody to help us to recognize them. All right. So, beautiful message for you, beloved. And you have such a beautiful calling. Such a beautiful calling. And I love that you have support coming in. I do feel like that could be a love connection, pal, too. I must be honest with you. But it could be any type of partnership. Whatever it is, it's going to be very, very good for you. Wow. Go well, sacred soul. Let's move on to pile 3. Pile 3. Your message from your ascended masters is about your creative spark. You are a creative. You have come here with medicine. But your medicine is one of that is connected to many, many other souls. It's an invention of sorts, something that you have come to create. And you have been called to do this for most of your life. Whether it's create music, art, create tools, healing tools. Whether it is to invent something that makes our planet function better. Maybe it is a book, a course. You already know what it is, pile 3, if you have been drawn to this pile. Look at this beautiful card of yours. You have the number 6, which means you are reconciling, calling back something very sacred from within yourself to the world. Calling it back to the collective. Something which has been lost. And you've been doubting whether or not it will be valued, whether you're on the right track. You might have been blocked, feeling blocked or stuck or stagnant. But this is your opus magnus. That's what they're giving me. I might not be saying it right. That's the word they're giving me, opus magnus or something like that, Magnus. It's like that big thing. It's your sacred gift to the world. It's your baby, it's your child. It's that thing you're giving, you must give birth to. And you're channeling that energy through your womb. So if you've had trauma in the womb space, with relationships, mom, dad, abuse in childhood, abuse anywhere in your life, the loss of a baby, a child, you carry this wound in the womb space. You could be losing energy there. You would know this because you attract the things you want, but it doesn't last. Money comes, but it doesn't last. It's as if you're bleeding somewhere. You're leaking energy. You want to close that portal and stop leaking energy. You don't have to keep giving and giving and giving away, hoping that you will be seen. It is time that you see yourself, because you are already seen by the universe. You are already seen. 6 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Pile 2. Your Ascended Masters, they want you to know that all of your questions are a yes. Will this be a success? Yes. Is it good enough? Yes. Is it the right time? Yes. Do I have everything I need? Yes. Will it be good enough? Yes. Is it the right time? Yes. These questions keep repeating. Is it worth it? Yes. It's time for you to take space, create that space, and play. Do it for the joy of it. Create your masterpiece, that thing that is fun for you, that thing you've always wanted to create. Create it. But do it because it's fun, not because you need to, not because you feel pressured, not because you need the money. Do it because it's fun. And from that comes victory. You, by pile 3, will be celebrated far and wide. You'll be a massive success, because this which you are wanting to create is a medicine. What you need to know is that this project, whatever it is a medicine, and it activates the others who have come here to spread this medicine. You will awaken and inspire. They are waiting for you to awaken them. And they will write this book with you. They will create this art with you. They will do this thing with you, whatever it is, in spirit. You do not know their names. You don't have to. But the reason why this project feels bigger than you is because it is. You will not be doing this on your own. Energetically, they will be channeling energy towards it in their dream space, not even knowing. It is only when they buy the book or buy the piece of art or whatever it is that you're going to do, or come across the course and then do it, that they will meet with that which is so sacred within themselves. It's a medicine. And there are many paths and avenues that you can take. But your confusion, your Ascended Masters want to bring you clarity. All of those questions do not need to be answered by you, because it's a yes. The universe is going to take care of all of those things. All you have come to do is to follow your bliss, to create and to have fun with it, to play with it, to be easy about it, and to channel your love into it. This brings you a lot of success, a lot of emotional fulfillment, and a lot of abundance. And the time is now. Whatever it is that you are wanting to create, so many people think that when they're creative that they don't, I think there's a tendency to undervalue it. I'm not saving lives. Oh, but you are. You just don't know how many people have been on the verge of falling apart, and then they come across your book. Think of the many writers. Think of the music. How a song will play on the radio, and then it just moves you into a new place and changes your life. Oh, sorry. That's a massive release. That is a release of something. That is a deliverance of something that has been blocking you. And me channeling your energy, thank you, that has offered me a release too. Block throat chakra. That is an activation, and that is a clearing and a release. Thank you so much. All right. Pile 3. Being creative is a courageous act of breaking away from fear and exploring your expansive soul. Every soul is creative at its core. The only barriers that stop creativity from flowing through you are the limitations of your mind, such as apprehension, fear, criticism, and judgment. This card represents the need to let go of any thoughts that stop you from exploring your true creative nature. Exploring your creativity is a wonderful way to witness the unfolding of your magnificent soul. Like a mirror, you delve into your deepest parts of your soul and better understand who you are, your journey, the blocks, the strengths, the limitless creative potential. When you choose to be creative, you walk through your fears of not being good enough and break down the walls that have been stubbornly built over time. Now, this is what I need you to hear because they've just shown me something. You moving through your creative process, learning to have fun with it, you achieve all of this within yourself, a better understanding of who you are, moving through your clearing out blocks, activating your strengths, giving access to your limitless creative potential, feeling free, and breaking down the walls that you are not enough. So your self-worth is really, really amplified through this. You heal so much through this, but that gets bottled in whatever it is you're creating. And anyone that gets to experience that, they get to experience this medicine. They're activated in that way through your offering. With every courageous step that you take to explore your creative light, you gain greater clarity and insight into who you are, and you move closer to that creative, magnificent light inside of you. The creator energy within you is realized, and you join others who are committed to the world filled with peace, love, and harmony. Look at that. That is your medicine. When you explore your creative light, you connect directly to source. You open gateways of inspiration and ignite your inner child and connect you with your inner truth. Allow your imagination to run wild and authentically express the light in your creative soul. Your exercise is to explore your creative side through expressions such as painting, writing, dancing, singing. Don't worry so much about who's going to like it, will they like it. Focus on you enjoying it. Those who will like it, their souls came here knowing they're going to like it. Their souls are calling for it. They will be drawn to your offering. Your affirmation is, I am a creative channel of love expressing the brilliant light in my soul. Beautiful message. This has been such a beautiful reading. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I hope that you have enjoyed this, beautiful soul. You carry sacred medicine within yourself, and the world is ready for it, waiting for it. If you would like some support and guidance as to how you can learn to get into alignment, overcome some of your fears, so that you can come into alignment, because from alignment comes inspiration, so that you can just do this in the best way possible, you're welcome to contact me for coaching. I would be honored to facilitate you through that process. But whatever you choose to do, beautiful, do what is best for you. Love and light. See you next time. Bye now.